Buckle up. This is Police US Dashcam, where the calm breaks without warning and the streets become battlegrounds. Every second is a test of speed, skill, and resolve. When suspects run, the chase isn't just about catching up. It's about ending it before someone gets hurt. The action starts now. On April 10th, 2025, Fresno police responded to a 911 call from the Fax Manchester Transit Center about a woman armed with a knife who had injured herself. As officers arrived, the tense scene unfolded in front of commuters and bystanders, setting the stage for a confrontation that would escalate within moments.
Where's she at?
When arriving at the scene, the first officer saw the suspect holding a knife with a visible injury to her neck. He immediately ordered everyone nearby to clear the area and commanded her to drop the weapon.
Hey, everybody move out the way. Everybody move out the way. Hey, put the knife down. Get out the way. Get out the way. Hey, put the knife down. I do not want to shoot you.
She ignored the orders and moved toward an elderly woman who had just stepped off a bus, the tension in the air growing heavier.
Put the knife down. Hey, get down. Put the knife down. Factor to no IS.
Joanna Lopez, 39, did not survive after being taken to the hospital. Despite officers' immediate aid, her knife was recovered at the scene. On May 10th, 2024,
Emergency. Hello, the address is...
Ceres police responded to a 911 call reporting that 22-year-old Alexander Yepes Ortega was threatening family members with a knife at a home on the 3400 block of Dirk Court in Ceres.
I'm just going to stay on the line with you until the officers get there, okay? Okay.
Dispatch confirmed Ortega had active warrants from Modesto police for assault with a deadly weapon and domestic violence.
Where's he at? Where's he at? Go lock the door. Okay. Yeah. Here.
Anyone in this backyard, Modesto Police Department K9, come on with your hands up.
As officers closed in, Ortega immediately took off, weaving through the backyards of nearby homes like a fleeting shadow. With assistance from a Modesto Police K9 units, Sergeant Blount and Officer Krim followed his trail and spotting him hiding inside a silently parked vehicle.
In the car, Dax here. Hang on, hold him. Hold here. Dax here. No, here. Do not move. Here. Just hold him there. Hey, keep your hands up. Let me see them. Hands up. Both of them. Back up. There you go. Back up over there. Hey, if he does not comply, I'm going to send the dog off. Okay. Keep your hands up where I can see him. You see that?
Stay here.
Hey.
Stay here.
Keep holding here.
Let me get down. Ah!
As Ortega exited, he aggressively swung the knife at Officer Krim, forcing officers with no choice but to open fire. Ortega did not survive the encounter. Despite officers providing immediate medical aid, Officer Krim's injuries were not life-threatening. In the end, the pursuit ended where choices leave no second chance. Just after midnight on July 7th, 2025, Houston police received a frantic 911 call from an apartment complex on Belfort Street. A terrified woman reported that a man had forced his way in and struck her multiple times with a gun before fleeing. Using her detailed description, officers quickly spotted the suspect lingering outside.
Hey, come here. Come here. Police department. Police department. Police here.
The The suspect ignored the officer's commands and bolted into the residential area with the gun still firmly in his hand. The danger escalated with every passing second.
I got taser! Lift your hands, you're gonna get tased! He has a gun! He has a gun! Let us shoot! Oh, there, he has a gun. Hands! Show me your hands now! Now! Show me your hands! Show me your hands now! Now! Hey, let's get units out of here. Another sergeant, 1307. I'm the one that shot. All right. Good? Yeah.
The suspect was identified as Brendan Devin Brown. Officers provided immediate medical aid at the scene, but he did not survive. In the early hours of July 31st, 2025, a silver Dodge Charger with paper tags drew the attention of Arkansas State Police in Little Rock. What began as a simple speeding violation escalated when the driver ignored emergency lights and surged onto I-630 westbound. Without slowing, it ran multiple red lights and stop signs, weaving through Cumberland, cutting onto 16th Street, and sliding along S Battery. Each sharp turn and evasive swerve forced troopers to close ranks and tighten the chase. At over 50 miles per hour in a residential zone, he ran the red light and hit a speed bump just before the intersection. The car lifted off, slammed back down, and sparks shot from underneath. The impact slowed the Charger, giving Trooper Grace the perfect moment to bring the chase to an end.
See your hands! I'll shoot you! I'll shoot your motherfucking ass! Left hand, now! Left hand! Hands! Hands, goddammit! Don't you move! I'll shoot your ass! I will shoot you. You stay right there.
The suspect now faces charges including felony fleeing, reckless driving, and multiple traffic violations. A suspended license and no proof of insurance add to the list.
We should be good. We'll get a record. Stop the car! Stop the car!
February 7th, 2024. A 2015 Toyota Camry, reported stolen out of Lancaster, Ohio, was quickly tracked down at a Sheetz gas station on East Dublin Granville Road. But just as officers closed in, the vehicle rolled into a nearby shopping center parking lot, triggering a fast, coordinated police response. What happened next turned a quiet evening into a high-stakes takedown.
Here he comes.
Realizing escape was no longer an option, the driver suddenly veered toward an officer on foot, striking him and launching him onto the hood of the vehicle. In that life-or-death moment, the officer had no choice but to open fire to protect himself.
Stop the car! Stop the car! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
Despite being injured, the suspect continued driving westbound on East Dublin Granville Road. As he approached the I-71 on-ramp, he crashed head-on into two other vehicles. Officers arrived moments later and took him into custody. The suspect later died at the hospital. Despite a lengthy criminal history, she had remained free in the community. It raises the question, should the legal system reevaluate how it handles repeat offenders in cases like this? On June 20th, 2024, Florida Highway Patrol spotted a white four-door Mercedes with dark-tinted windows traveling northbound on the Florida Turnpike. After running the tag, troopers discovered the registered owner had a suspended license and an active order to seize the tag. Lights and sirens were activated, but instead of pulling over, the driver hit the gas and launched into a dangerous, high-speed pursuit.
2-1 Echo, Kilo Sierra Mike on a white Mercedes four-door.
At mile marker 147, the suspect accelerated to over 100 miles per hour, weaving between lanes without signaling and even driving onto the shoulder, putting civilian drivers in more danger than ever before.
Speed's currently 84 miles per hour. Traffic is heavy, light rain. He's still on the left shoulder, northbound at the 149. 714, main reason to stop, window tint. When I ran his tag, license is not valid on the registered owner. Currently passing me 150 and a half. Traffic is moderate, speeds 98 miles per hour. Passing on the right shoulder, passing the 151 and a half. Speeds 114 miles per hour. Traffic is light. Getting off at the 152, getting off the 152.
The driver exited the highway at mile marker 152 and barreled straight into an active construction zone. He veered onto the emergency lane and nearly lost control, coming dangerously close to slamming into a moving semi-truck.
Clear, clear, clear. Green light, green light, green light.
While heading southbound on I-95, the driver attempted to shake pursuing units by making a sudden U-turn across the highway. However, the suspect collided with an SUV, lost control, and careened into a grassy area. Officers moved in with precise pit attempts, but the driver still managed to break free and continue fleeing.
Again from northbound 9 from 70.
As the suspect vehicle headed toward SR-70, officers executed a final pit maneuver, sending both the suspect's car and the patrol unit flying into a nearby grassy area.
Pit.
The chase came to an end as officers swarmed in with weapons drawn, detaining both individuals at gunpoint.
Driver, get the out of the car! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Child! Walk back towards me! Walk back towards me! Walk back towards me! Towards the sound of my voice! On your knees! Passenger! Open the door with your hands outside the car! Hands up! Back towards me! Keep walking! Keep walking! On your knees! On your knees! Hands on your head! Cross your feet! Cross your feet! Get up!
A search of the vehicle uncovered multiple types of narcotics. The driver was identified as Derek Donovan Taylor and the passenger as William Wade Woods. Both now face multiple charges related to fleeing and drug possession. On September 12, 2012, a high-stakes bank robbery at a Bank of America branch in Soledad Canyon, Santa Clarita triggered a massive police response across Los Angeles. But what happened next shocked even the officers in pursuit. Four suspects were believed to be involved in a bank robbery. Two of them bailed from the vehicle near Silmar, while the remaining suspects led officers on a high-stakes pursuit that raced through Interstates 5, 101, and 210, before spilling into the surface streets of Los Angeles. In a scene straight out of a modern-day Robin Hood tale, the suspects began tossing cash out the car windows, quite literally. Bundles of $20 bills flew through the air and scattered across the road. It's the kind of sight rarely witnessed in today's world.
Okay, stop, he's going, let him pass. Okay, turning back eastbound, come around left, hard left. Back, still throwing money out. Keep going, keep going. Up on Vermont again. Going northbound now. Northbound Vermont. Hold that. Coming back westbound. Throwing money out. Eastbound, eastbound. Come around left, come around left. Okay, back to northbound. Okay, turn right. Northbound. Here. Continuing westbound, we'll get you that street here in a second. But southbound here. We're gonna catch up here southbound now again. Look at that. Look at people running out into the street picking up this money. Absolutely.
At its peak, crowds began forming into large groups along the roadside, cheering and clapping as if they were greeting a celebrity, waiting for their Robin Hood to toss more money. Needless to say, the applause wasn't meant for the police.
Yeah, more pedestrians keep coming out in the street. Now again, you got to remember, this is all evidence. All this money is, you obviously cannot take this money, and there are cameras and people are watching here. Look at that, and they're going back westbound. It is. Philip, you nailed it on the head, right? And that's a big consideration when an officer involves shooting. I mean, they have to consider their background, and these suspects start thinking as he goes back westbound. No, just turned westbound. Yeah.
The chase came to an end when the suspect's vehicle became stuck in a busy intersection, the very spot where they had tossed the most cash. The spectacle drew in hundreds of onlookers, from police officers to curious civilians, and even a dog that wandered into the scene. All 4 suspects were taken into custody and transported to jail, now facing a long list of charges.
The priority here, Leslie, when they want to get these suspects out of here before these area as quickly as possible.
To Sema, getting ready to make a turn.
June 4th, 2021. A wild RV pursuit in Ohio turned highways into a high-stakes maze as over 7 police cruisers joined the chase. The suspect behind the wheel of the stolen motorhome drove recklessly through traffic, ignoring sirens and endangering countless drivers. What was he running from? And how far could that massive RV really go?
Justin and his co-workers videotape the unfolding reality show.
At this point, the suspect's vehicle had sustained major damage to the front wheel, thanks to a successful spike strip deployment by police. Although the pursuit dropped to speeds below 40 miles per hour, officers had little choice but to follow at a distance, as performing a pit maneuver was no longer a viable option.
Negative. Spike for not successful. 824, you gonna try to get up front again? Right, we need to go on traffic, so let me try to get back up front to that first damage already. Well, there you are. Here, so stay in your cars. We need you to get it already. He's going to get stuck here. He has to work around with this. He already got in the fence. And they can through that on the high power side. Alright. I thought you get stuck there. He did now. Yeah, they're not high power.
In the end, it was a determined PIT maneuver by officers that sent the out-of-control RV crashing through a residential property, barely missing a woman before coming to a stop. The suspect, identified as Randy Schiffbauer, was quickly apprehended by officers and a K-9 unit. He is currently being held at the Summit County Jail on charges of aggravated assault. On January 30th, 2023, police received a call about a stolen black SUV. Within minutes, radio updates revealed the suspect's location, and just like that, officers were in hot pursuit. The SUV sped off at over 100 miles per hour. Sensing the situation could escalate further, officers accelerated and executed a precise PIT maneuver, sending the vehicle spinning off the roadway and crashing into the edge of a wooded area.
Here! Hey, please stay on! Get out of the car with your hands in the air! Get out of the car with your hands in the air! Get out of the car, you will be bit! Hey, kill the sirens! Kill the sirens! Kill the sirens! Come to me! Get on the f***ing ground! Crawl to me! Crawl to me, Mulligan! Alex, I'm on you! Mulligan! Get on the f***ing ground!
All three suspects were quickly taken into custody and escorted to patrol vehicles. Fortunately, no injuries were reported following the PIT maneuver. Given the severity of their actions, the suspects now face multiple charges and possible prison time.
Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Open that! Look at me! 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 Shut the fuck up! Look at me! You understand me? I want you to open that door. Why can't you? We'll try again.
On April 27, 2022, Milwaukee Police Department officers, while out on patrol, spotted a Chevy pickup truck linked to a recent homicide case. Officers immediately initiated a traffic stop, but what happened next escalated fast. The suspects hit the gas and took off at high speed. The suspect fled at 85 miles per hour through a residential area, weaving through traffic and running red lights, before merging onto the highway in a desperate attempt to escape. In a reckless attempt to exit the highway, the suspect cut across multiple vehicles, forcing drivers to slam on their brakes in the middle of the freeway. With the pursuit reaching speeds over 120 miles per hour and countless lives being put at risk, even the pursuing officer couldn't help but sigh in frustration at the suspect's reckless behavior. A precise spike strip deployment near mile marker 43 blew out the suspect's tires, forcing the vehicle to a stop. Officers quickly closed in and took both occupants into custody. The 19-year-old male driver was charged with fleeing, endangering others, and possession of cocaine. He was sentenced to 6 years and 3 months in prison.
From a knife-wielding suspect in a crowded transit center, to a fugitive charging officers with a blade, to an armed intruder in Houston, and a silver Dodge Charger flying over a speed bump in Little Rock, each scene showed how fast routine calls can turn deadly. Officers faced split-second decisions under pressure, where hesitation could cost lives. In every case, training and resolve brought the chaos to an end. But the aftermath remains, charges filed, lives lost, and communities changed. These aren't just incidents, they're reminders, because when the line between danger and safety is razor thin, the Dashcam never blinks.